Hello guys, how are you doing? In this tutorial I'm going to teach you how to push your project into GitHub. So right now I have my GitHub here and my GitHub doesn't have any repository, so I'm gonna create one repository with the name of medium dash automation medium-automation. So I'm thinking about the name actually. So because this project which I wanna do, it's related to medium automation. So do you think it's a good name or not? Medium automation. Medium automation is good actually. So medium automation. I'm not gonna put any description. Public. And I'm not going to add git ignore. I'm gonna add all of these by myself at the end. So I'm gonna create this repository. Okay, when I create it, so media automation, data, description, no description, or even I can create it after. But anyway, what I'm gonna do, I create a file. So here, open folder, we have the file medium. Okay, so this medium. Okay, here you go. What I'm gonna do, I wanna create a project called medium, which I'm going to automate the process of generating article. Actually I have the project already, and if you are going to see my stats, uh, my project generate different article, and even I get like more than 900 views, and all of these articles they just get generated by my project, by my Python script. So that doesn't really matter because in this tutorial I'm not going to talk about it, but anyway I was trying to let you know and show this. So what I'm gonna do actually, so this is medium. Okay, we can put article stuff. So alright, so I'm gonna create project called medium, create file. So the first file which we need, it can be a readme file. So in readme file we need to talk about the description about the project and how users can use this project and what's the usage of this project. So I'm gonna write medium automation project. I can just write this actually. It can be enough, I think. So, and of course you can add a lot of other descriptions. So imagine that this is the readme file. So if you want to create your project and push it in your GitHub, you have to have different files. One of them can be a readme file. The other one can be git ignore. Git ignore. The other one, for example, I'm thinking what other files we need. So we need readme file, we need git ignore. I think we need one more file. Actually, it depends on us actually. So that doesn't really matter, but and license, for example, it can be good. Actually, I don't know I write the license right or not, doesn't matter. So imagine that if you wanna push your project in your GitHub, first of all, before you start your project, you have to, okay, we're gonna remove this. Actually, we don't need it right now, but you have to create some file. So readme file, for example, license, whatever you want to call it. So I can readme, I can create license as well. So let me do something. Go to Google license GitHub uh, file copyright free. Uh, I'm looking for the license which is copyright free. I don't know what does it call actually. I don't remember. MIT license. Okay, that makes sense. MIT license. MIT license. MIT license. We have it in Wikipedia as well. MIT license. This one. This one. Okay. So MIT license, we don't want to talk about this, but license we can tell, we can write another description about our project, but this description is pretty important because in this license file we are going to explain that users can use it legally, illegally, they have to pay for it, they can use it like they can just they can just actually it is like copyright free or whatever. So there are tons of license out there. You're gonna MIT license is copyright free, that means they can you can read it, right? Permission is heavy, blah blah blah, free of charge to any person obtaining a copy of the software. So MIT license is like it's like copyright free, everybody can use it, like it's legal, and we don't get any responsibility about it and this kind of thing. So MIT license, for example. So other things which you need definitely for um, starting your GitHub project is license. Just license, nothing else. So as you can see, there's the key things here. So I'm just gonna copy the license. Okay. So here I'm gonna change the copyright holder to Arshia, or I can actually copyright holder. It can be my name. Yeah, copyright holder. Arshia Herafi. Doesn't really matter. That's it. So imagine that this is your project, and even I can create a simple button script here as well, but doesn't matter. So right now you want to push this project into GitHub. Okay. So first of all, you have to make sure that you have Git. So download Git for Windows. Actually, if I go to my Git, if I go to my CMD, I write Git, I have it because when I write it, just show me the usage, like description and stuff. And you have to make sure to download this software for your Windows. So Git, you download it, it's pretty easy, doesn't take that much time. When you download it, then if you want to make sure that you have it or not, what you have to do is pretty easy as well. So you're gonna go to your CMD or Linux, like terminal, whatever you have. I'm gonna go to desktop, medium, actually, oh yeah, I have license readme. If I write Git, I'm gonna get description. So the other step, the next step which you have to do, you have to add your files, any files which you have. First of all, you have to initial the folder and say that okay, this is the Git project which I want to push and I want to just use it. So you have to initialize. So git init, that's it right now. Git init, initialize empty Git repository, medium, blah blah blah. So right now you see that the color get changed stuff. So beautiful, right? So right now you can simply add the files which you have in your folder to the stage area. So git add, when I add one dot, that means everything. So when I'm going to make change, I'm going to show you actually. So right now actually the U is unchecked. Yeah, U is unchecked, so because we didn't add them in a staging area yet. But when we add them, these files, any change which we made in these files, they're gonna add to a staging area, and then we can just commit that and then simply push it, and at the end push it. So I'm gonna add all of this file to a staging area. Add. When I add that, actually it has to be, yeah, there is no U anymore, it's A, and A means added. So U is unchecked, that means we didn't add it in the staging area, and A is added. As you can see here, even is added, index added. Okay, so right now you have it. So if I'm going to go for git log, I don't have any log yet because I didn't commit it, but I have it. I don't know how to right now. No, it's I just forget the syntax actually. Git staging area. So comment. What comment is that? Git add, git commit. Oh yeah, that's git commit. Definitely we can commit it here, blah blah blah, but doesn't matter. So right now we add this file, as you can see we add it to a staging area. Right now we want to commit, and commit the message for the file which we already added in a staging area, and say okay, we did these in this file. For example, commit uh, git commit. So I'm gonna be like first init git commit first init right now. Maybe I'm just making it but git commit. I just forget the documentation here, so that doesn't really matter. Git commit dash a. Okay, I'm gonna go for git commit dash am, and then commit the message for the changes which we already add to, for the files which we already add to a staging area. So git commit dash am, I'm gonna go for and write, for example, first end, or init initialize. I don't know how to write initialize. Doesn't matter really. So first init two files. So right now we already, so what we learned right now so far, we have to make sure that we have a git, we have to make sure that we initialize the project, and we have to add the changes to a staging area, and at the end we can use git commit -am to put the message for the file which we already added to a staging area. So if I'm going to go for git log, we have this commit, the head is master, the name is whatever, and the date event and first init. Okay, so right now that we already have the first commit, we can simply push it. Okay, so, and the other thing, if I'm going to actually this is better. If I'm going to make a change here, for example this, like that, look, it's modified, right? So right now there is no, or maybe question mark, I'm gonna make it to question mark, it's modified. So right now I changed that to the question mark, so right now it's modified, but this one is not in the commit. So if you want to make the changes and add the changes to a staging area and at the end commit it, so I'm gonna be like git add again, git commit -am second commit, second commit, which is just add question mark. If I do that and git log, I'm gonna be like second commit, first commit, then I can push all of them. I can push out from the last actually to the what is that called, to our GitHub. So if you don't know how to do it, it's just simply search, because as you can see, when I don't know or I don't remember, because you know we don't need to remember anything or memorize anything, I'm gonna be like okay, git push command, and then I'm gonna be like RSA key, for example. Okay, I don't need to show you this yet. So far we already we already did two commit with two different messages, and one of them get modified with a question mark in the readme, which is the second one. Now we wanna push them in our GitHub repository. So first of all, we have to make sure that we have the repository, Medium Automation, or I can go for test description is test for test and public create, easy peasy. So right now we're gonna have a description how we can push it in our GitHub, push an existing repository from the command line, so git remote branch blah blah blah. So it's like that. Okay, so before that, what I want to do, I want to make connection between my my local host, make a connection between my computer to my repository. So I'm going to be able to just push my project from my command line. So we need to generate a keygen for remote access, which is SSH for SSH. So for generating keygen, SSH dash keygen dash T blah blah blah. So you can just find this from Google as well. We're just gonna change the email to our email. So rco.hair5@gmail.com. When we generate the keygen here, generating the public, private RSA keeper. Okay. Enter file to which to save blah blah blah. Just default. I don't want passphrase right now. Same passphrase. Okay. So right now that we already generated the keygen, I'm just gonna go to the user profile.ssh and then try to find out what is our public ID underline RSA, because I don't need the private one. By using the public one, I can make a connection between GitHub and my computer, so we can simply push our changes to our GitHub directly from our computer. So I just need the public RSA key. So that's why I'm gonna go this cd user profile. I'm gonna go type. In Linux you have to go for cat. Here is type or notepad or whatever. For example, if I'm going to be like type, it will type it for me. If I'm going to be like notepad, it will open notepad for me and show it like that. Doesn't matter. So right now I use this. I copy it. Okay, now what I have to do, I have to go to my repository. I have this one here. Actually, I can go to my setting. Where is my setting? Here. I can go for webhook action environment. Got deploy keys. Deploy keys, security deploy keys. Deploy keys is teaching us how to do it. Setting. Look. So add a deploy key. So about SSH account security. So if you don't know how to do it, which I already teach you, but you can simply go for here, deploy key, how we can like read all of this documentation, you will learn a lot. So right now exactly check out our good add deploy key. So if you don't know how to do the process, which I already teach you, but if you want to learn more with more detail, you can go to the documentation. I show you already, but anyway, you can add your deploy key right now. Title, test, key. The key need to be public key, which we already copied. Allow write access. I will allow write access too. So the title like can be a test. Add key. It want my password. I don't remember my password. Don't do that. Archie Hirabi. Okay, nice, easy. So test. Now it will show that I add one deploy key, title test with this value, and whenever I go to my setting or I go to the deploy keys, I can see that which devices have access to my GitHub channel using this deploy key, so they can write or they can read or whatever. So right now just one devices, which is test, and easy. What we have to do, the last option actually. So I'm gonna close. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna close this. Go to my desktop. Go to my Medium. And okay, uh, now it's a turn of pushing our changes to our repository. So right now I'm gonna go to my repository here. Test is empty. Look, actually, yeah, it doesn't show it's empty. So it's showing me how we can do it. Git remote add this. We can copy this. Git remote add this. This branch dash m main is master thing anyway, but we will see. It was okay. So it was so easy. So we're gonna use git remote add. We add that repository file, like URL, and then we add the branch, git branch dash a main. This is a main branch. We have master branch, we have main branch, and then we can push it, git push dash u origin main. And now if I'm going to load this, I'm supposed to see my readme, which is medium automation, and as you can see it's here, and my license, which is copyright free, which is uh, MSI, I think MSI, yeah, MSI license. So permission, modification, private blah blah, limitation, liability, warranty, this kind of thing. So the thing we should learn here, it was pretty cool. You learn how to simply create your repository, generate the RSA key for to make a connection between your computer and GitHub, and then push it, how to push it, how to initiate your Git project, how to add your changes to staging area, and how to add the commit for, how to add the message for each changes which you already add to a staging area and commit them, and how to log the commits. At the end, how to how to push your files which you already commit into your GitHub repository, which is in this case is test. I hope you guys like this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. So YouTube, uh, here, code with Arshia. I'll try to teach you cool things, and I'm gonna go for this Medium project which I already explained to you. It's so cool. And yeah, that's it. If you have any other question, or like if you think that I have problem in the video or the audio, or even the way how I talk or whatever, just let me know. I will try my best to improve myself.